A couple of episodes ago, we discussed the top 10 Nerf blaster deals of 2023. That was a pretty tough list to come up with since it was very condensed and involved a lot of factors absolutely funneled to the best degree of value to the dollar. But as you know, every holiday season is pretty crazy, and even in the last 21 days, things have already started to drastically change as far as pricing and value. There's tons of criteria in which we can rate Nerf blasters in. There could be performance, accessibility, fun factor, price. So we're just gonna focus on the basics most consumers are looking for. We're gonna focus on best value to the dollar, may it be because of performance, modability, ease of use, ergonomics, and comfort. We're just gonna basically consolidate it just like we did for the top 10, but we're strictly focusing on motorized blasters today. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so this is totally not the video that I was planning for today. I'm actually in the process of reviewing a very cutting edge product for a motorized Nerf blaster. I had some technical difficulties and we're in the process of getting that video streamlined and polished for you guys. It's gonna be about another week or two. But in the meantime, I thought I'd put out something. It's Sunday after all, and the holidays are right around the corner. So what's better than another top 10 or a top 5 list? In today's case, we're doing the top 5 motorized or flywheeler deals of 2023. Some of these blasters you might recognize from our top 10 blaster list that we did a couple of weeks ago. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 5, the Dart Zone Thunderbolt. Now, the reason this came out in 5th place and not closer to 1st was because this has actually not gone on sale yet, but the reason it made the cut into such a very exclusive small list of 5 blasters is because its entry-level price is very accessible for what it provides. If you guys didn't check out my video earlier this summer when I reviewed this blaster, I was completely impacted by how well this blaster performed for a full-length dart flywheeler in lieu of its price. I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel with praising this blaster. After all, Dart Zone gets a lot of free praise from me. I don't even think they know I exist, or probably they do and they just don't like the beard. Sorry, Dart Zone, I'm not shaving this beard, especially in November. Anyways, if you wanna check out more on this Thunderbolt, $24.99 is an absolutely good price. I can't even imagine how good of a deal this is gonna be when the sales start kicking in and it goes below that price. Video right here, I'll put a link in the description and you'll probably see a link in the top left-hand corner as well. The Dart Zone Thunderbolt, guys. Number 4, the Nerf Elite 2.0 Moto Blitz. This is the blaster from our top 10 overall blaster purchase deals of 2023 that I did a couple of weeks ago. The reason this blaster got 4th and not 1 through 3rd is because this is not a high performance blaster. This blaster does need some attention in the performance department, unless you're okay with the stock 60 through 70 FPS performance that it does. The Blitz launcher gimmick is really cool. It's great when you run out of normal conventional ammo in your mag. It's great to sneak up on an enemy and just hit him with a shotgun blast of 6 darts at a time. It's impossible to miss, and it'll guarantee you a tag in a last-ditch effort. Great little blaster. I actually did a modification on this one, as you probably already saw in my other video. Did a 2S inside the scope, rewired the interior, made the blaster very peppy, very nice for solid gameplay. You'll find that there's a lot more aggressive mods, and the main thing about this blaster is the price. I did a short video not too long ago where I actually picked this one up cheaper than I had picked it up for the video for the top 10 blasters. That was $11. You just can't beat it. You put another 30 into this and it's just as competitive as one of these crazy work or Dart Zone flywheelers coming out of their Max or Pro line. The Elite 2.0 Moto Blitz, guys. Number 3, the Nerf rival Percy's. This blaster, as long as they continue to release stock and it has not been fully liquidated yet, I reckon this is probably going to be one of the best blaster deals of this decade. Even at the $99 MSRP, this blaster came with about 100 to 110 FPS stock for Nerf standard rival balls, a 9.6 volt nickel metal hydride battery pack, which offers a lot of ease of use, easy charging. It does bring the charger, by the way. 50 balls, which the hopper does fit. For the most part, a very reliable and dependable feeding system and performance. This is one of the best blasters of its time. I can imagine this blaster being an icon of overall performance in the blaster hobby going forward and for years to come. And you can now pick these up on and off. Walmart will do a sale, either blue team or red team, one at a time. I have not seen them do both at the same time, but $34.99. This blaster was originally $100 MSRP and it's going for a lot higher than that in other places online for $35, especially with free shipping. This is a no-brainer, guys. Get you one. Back at number 2, this was also number 2 for our top 10 overall blaster list. The Dart Zone Covert Ops or Adventure Force Matrix Fire. This blaster is absolutely awesome, especially after the magazine mod, because it uses a wheel to feed the darts rather than a pusher. With the factory hopper design, it is absolutely amazing. I had an absolute blast playing dart tag inside the house, chasing Miss Not Enough and her chasing me with another one of these, or with a tomahawk, I think. This was just tons of fun. Basically takes the modeling after a light machine gun in real steel. Very reliable feeding system. You'll probably suffer occasional jams, but even light modding all the way to extreme modding, this blaster at $8, which I have found it recently at, you cannot go wrong. This is a late 2021 to early 2022 blaster, and it's quickly being liquidated at most Walmarts. So the only drawback you might encounter might be scarcity. As long as your local Walmarts have them, this is a no-brainer anywhere under $20, guys. The Matrix Fire. Get you one. And now for some honorable mentions, mainly because it's a late 2021 blaster and probably not available anymore in most stores. This was a great blaster. I believe it went for $8 last summer. If you can find any at all in any of your local Targets. The Tomahawk is an amazing blaster, shoots full-length darts, best with the watermelon or chili darts. I have a lot of fun with this blaster. I remember picking up a couple of them. Gets damn near close to 100 FPS in factory form with the 6 AA's, which is 9 volts. Amazing little blaster. They even have a 3D printable stock that you can actually get the files for free on Dart Zone. That's very generous of them. Again, praising Dart Zone for free. You're welcome. Yeah, guys, the Tomahawk. If you can find any Targets with them, scoop them right off the shelf. This was a high-ranking blaster in the last 2 weeks list, but since it hasn't gone on sale ever since, it's more of an intermittent sale item. It made the honorable mentions list this time around. The Ultra Amp Focus, or the Ultra Focus, as proper nomenclature would suggest, comes with a stock extended mag of 10 rounds instead of 6. AccuStrike darts, nice little red paint right here. Very exciting to play with on a higher competitive level if you like the Ultra and you could afford that ammo's ecosystem. I highly recommend the Focus, guys. Very good for CQB, all around performance, SMG style gameplay. I highly recommend this. You could probably pick it up on occasion for $17.99 up to 20 bucks, but it sits right around $34.99, which is not a bad price for an expanded, upgraded version of the standard Nerf Ultra Amp. Time for number 1, the Dart Zone Pro Mark III. Now, if it wasn't for the last 2 weeks, this thing start popping up everywhere for $29.99. That is absolutely insane. It's actually less than 1/4 of the MSRP, which is $129.99. And you get a performance grade blaster. You could use it if you don't own any LiPos. You could stick 12 AA's, which is a 12-volt system in here, straight to the field and shoot 120 FPS all day. If you're feeling kind of fancy, you could stick a 2S, a 3S. I'm kind of crazy, and I've even tested it up to a 4S, and it did fantastic. Upwards of 170 through 220 FPS. Great little blaster, shoots long darts, shoots short darts, comes with a nice fancy sight. A lot of blaster for $29.99, and that's why this made the number 1 spot on this week's list. If you guys would like to see another video like this, top 5 blasters, maybe springers, competition springers, best value like I did in this video, or anything specifically pro, maybe the toy versions, let me know. I love making these videos for you guys because I like saving money, and I know you guys like saving money, and if I can help in that area at all, you can count me in. If you enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna like this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay blasting, foam fam.